Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. In this video, we are going to study star to delta and delta to star transformation along with derivations and solved problems. So before starting the video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. So let us start the video. Now let us see the contents which we are going to discuss in this lecture. First one is interconnection of three phases and need of Y and delta connection. Second is definitions of line voltage, phase current and line current. Third is derivation of delta to star and star to delta transformation. Fourth is application and fifth is solved problems. Okay. First one is interconnection of three phases. In three phase AC generator, three windings are there and each winding consists of two terminals. So total 6 terminals will be there for three windings. So if we want to connect the load to these windings, then we need total 6 wires to connect the load to these windings. So here you can see that for the first winding, if we are connecting this load Z1, then 2 wires are needed, and for the second winding, if we are connecting this Z2 load, then 2 wires are needed. Similarly, for winding number 3, to connect the load to winding number 3, we need 2 wires. So total 6 wires are needed for 3 windings in 3-phase system. Okay, so this increases the complexity of the system as well as this makes the system expensive. So if we closely see this image, then we can see that these return wires are there, and if we combine these return wires with a single wire, then the number of wires can be reduced to a greater extent. Okay, here we combine those three return wires to a single return wire, and this single return wire is called as neutral wire. Okay, now we have reduced the number of line conductors or wires from 6 to 4, and this system now became 3-phase 4-wire system, because to connect the load we are using now 4 wires only instead of 6 wires. So proper interconnection of 3 phases in the 3-phase system is needed to reduce the complexity of the system as well as to reduce the cost of making of the system. Okay, the interconnection of 3-phase system is done in 2 ways. First one is star or Y connection, and second one is delta or mesh connection. So first one is star or Y connection. So here you can see one inverted Y shape is forming here with the help of these 3 windings. Therefore this connection is called as Y connection because of this shape. Now as I have told you, 3-phase generator consists of 3 windings. So if we connect any one of the terminal of these windings together, then one common connecting point is formed. So this common connecting point is called as neutral point, and it is denoted by N. It is also called as star point. Now what is phase voltage? The voltage across each winding is called as phase voltage. So here the phase voltage will be taken from this neutral point and it is denoted by VPH. So since 3-phase system has 3 windings, so we have 3 phase voltages. Similarly, the line voltage is between 2 line conductors. So the line voltage is the voltage between 2 line conductors and it is denoted by VL. So since we have 3 line conductors, we will have 3 line voltages in the star or Y connection. Now, phase current. Phase current is the current which is flowing through the windings of the 3-phase system. So here we have 3 windings, so 3 phase currents will be there and it is represented by IPH. Here also one phase current will be there and here also one phase current will be there. Total 3 phase currents will be there because of 3 windings. And what is line current? Line current which flows through the line conductors or through these wires. So we have 3 wires here. So we have 3 line currents. So the line current is denoted by IL. Okay. Second one is delta connection or mesh connection, because here the shape of delta is forming like this. So it is called as delta connection. As you can see here, one closed loop formation is there. Therefore, this connection is also called as mesh connection. And when we connect the start end of one winding with the last end of another winding in such a way that one closed loop is formed, then type of connection is called as delta connection. Okay. So here the current through the winding is called as phase current, which is denoted by IPH. So since we have 3 windings, 3 phase currents will be there, and the direction of the phase current will be as shown in the figure. This is one phase current and this is one phase current. Now line current is the current which is flowing through the line conductor. So here 3 line currents will be there because 3 wires are there. So it is denoted by IL. And phase voltage is the voltage across the winding. It is denoted by VPH. Since 3 windings are there, 3 phase voltages will be there. Line voltage is the voltage between the 2 line conductors. So this is the line voltage which is denoted by VL. Since we have 3 line conductors, we get 3 line voltages in this delta connection. Okay. Here we don't have any neutral point like we have in the star connection. In star or Y connection, the line voltage VL is equal to root 3 multiplied by phase voltage, and line current IL is equal to phase current IPH. In the delta or mesh connection, the line voltage is equal to phase voltage, but the line current is equal to root 3 multiplied by phase current. Now let us see the derivation. First one is delta to star transformation. First we take delta connection here. So here we can see that we have to transform the circuit of the delta connection to the star connection. So here we have made one star connection inside this delta connection. So we assume the resistance between this node A and B as RAB, and the resistance between B and C as RBC, and the resistance between C and A is RCA. Now if we see the star connection, then we can see that this RAB will be equal to RA plus RB. Okay. Similarly, RBC will be equal to RC plus RB, and RCA is equal to RC plus RA. Okay. Now first we find out RAB from the delta connection. This is the delta connection. So we have to find out RAB across A and B. So if we see this circuit from this side, we can see that this R1 is parallel with this series combination of R2 and R3. So this circuit will turn like this. So here we can see that this R1 is parallel with R3 plus R2 here, because R3 and R2 are in series when we are seeing from this side. Okay. Now RAB will be equal to R1 parallel R3 plus R2. So when we solve this equation, we get RAB is equal to RA plus RB is equal to R1 into R2 plus R3 whole divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is equation number 1. Now we find out RBC. This is the delta connected network. So RBC will be across B and C nodes. This is RBC For finding out RBC, we have to see from this side. So from this side we can see that this R2 resistance is in parallel with R3 and R1 resistance series combination. So this circuit will turn like this. R2 will be in parallel with R3 plus R1 because R3 and R1 are in series with each other. Okay. So RBC will be equal to R2 parallel with R3 plus R1. So when we solve this, we get this type of equation. RBC is equal to RB plus RC is equal to R2 into R1 plus R3 all divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is equation number 2. Now we find out RCA. Again we take delta connected network. So RCA will be across A and C. This is RCA and we have to see from this side to find RCA. So from this side if we see, then this resistance R3 will be in parallel with R2 and R1 series combination. So this circuit will turn like this. Now R3 is in parallel with R1 plus R2 because R1 and R2 are in series when we are seeing from this direction. Okay. So RCA is equal to R3 parallel with R1 plus R2. So when we solve this equation, we get this type of equation. RCA is equal to RC plus RA is equal to R3 into R1 plus R2 whole divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, which is equation number 3. Now we add equation number 1, 2 and 3. Then we get this type of equation. 2 into RA plus RB plus RC is equal to 2 into R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now this 2 and this 2 get cancelled out and we get this type of equation. Okay. So take this as equation number 4. Now we subtract equation number 2 from equation number 4. So when we subtract, we get RA value. So RA will be equal to R3 into R1 whole divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. And when we subtract equation number 3 from equation number 4, we get RB's value. RB is equal to R1 R2 whole divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. And when we subtract equation number 1 from equation number 4, we get RC is equal to R2 R3 whole divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. So these are the values for star connected network from delta connected network. Okay. So we can find out directly from the circuit these equations of RA, RB and RC. So to find it, we draw a star connected network inside this delta connected network. So what is RA? We have to find out this RA. Okay, RA will be equal to R3 into R1, means the opposite resistances present in the delta connected network, which is opposite to this RA resistance. Okay. So RA will be equal to R3 into R1 whole divided by sum of all the resistances present in the delta connected network. So it will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now what is RB? RB will be equal to opposite resistances multiplication. So here we have R1 and R2. So RB will be equal to R1 R2 whole divided by sum of all the resistances, means R1 plus R2 plus R3. Then RC will be equal to multiplication of the opposite resistances, means R3 into R2 divided by sum of all resistances present in the delta network, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So in this way we can find out the resistances for star connected network from the delta connected network directly from the circuit diagram. Now let this be equation number A, this is equation number B and this is equation number C. Now second one is star to delta transformation. So if we find out the resistance values for delta connection from the star connection. We first multiply equation number A with B, then B and C are multiplied, then C and A are multiplied. Okay, then all the products will be added. So after this operation is performed, we get this type of equation: RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA is equal to R1 square R2 R3 plus R2 square R3 R1 plus R3 square R1 R2 whole divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 whole square. Okay, so from the numerator side we can take common R1 R2 R3, so we get this type of equation. Now this R1 plus R2 plus R3 and this R1 plus R2 plus R3 in the denominator get cancelled out, and we get RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA is equal to R1 R2 R3 whole divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is our equation number X. Okay. Now we divide equation number X by equation number C, that means RC's equation. So we get R1's value, R1 is equal to RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA whole divided by RC. Again we divide equation number X by RA, means RA's equation. Then we get R2's value, R2 is equal to RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA whole divided by RA. Then we divide equation number X by RB equation. So we get R3 is equal to RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA whole divided by RB. Okay, so we are getting all the resistances values of R1, R2, R3 for delta connected network from star connected network. Okay, so here we can see that for R1, R2, R3 all the numerators are same, but only denominator is changing. So we can find the values directly from the circuit also. So we take the star connected network and we draw one delta connected network outside this star connected network as shown here. Now R1 will be equal to, this is R1, R1 will be equal to RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA. Okay, so this equation of numerator we have to keep in mind, divided by the resistance which is in front of this R1 in the star connected network. So in front of R1 which resistance is there? RC is there. So in the denominator we have RC. Okay, for R2 again the numerator will be same, divided by the front resistance to R2. So the front resistance to R2 is RA in the star connected network. So in the denominator we have RA. Again for R3 the numerator is same, divided by the front resistance to R3. This is R3 and the front resistance to this R3 is RB. So in the denominator we have RB. So in this way we can find out the delta connected network resistances directly from the circuit. Okay. Next one is applications. The delta to delta connection is economical for large low voltage transformers, and the star to star connection is economical for small high voltage transformer, and the delta to star connection is used in step up transformer, and it's also used to connect generators to the transmission systems. And fourth application is star to delta connection is used in the step down transformers and is used for power supply transformers also. Okay, now we are going to solve two questions. First is find star connected network for the delta connected network given. So here we have one delta connected network and we have to find the equivalent star connected network for this circuit. Okay. So for this we draw one star connected network inside this delta connected network like this. So let this be resistance RA, this resistance is RB, and this resistance is RC. So we have to find out RA, RB, RC by using the formulas which we have derived now. So RA will be equal to opposite resistances multiplication. So 3 into 1 Ra will be equal to 3 into 1 divided by sum of all the resistances present in the delta connected network. That means 1 plus 2 plus 3. So we get 3 divided by 6. We get 1 by 2 ohm. Ra is equal to 1 by 2 ohm we will get. Now Rb, this is Rb. So opposite resistances multiplication, that means 1 into 2 divided by sum of all resistance, that means 1 plus 2 plus 3. So we get 2 divided by 6. We get 1 by 3 ohm. Now RC will be equal to first multiplication of opposite resistance, that is 3 into 2 divided by sum of all the resistances 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6 by 6, which is equal to 1 ohm. So we are getting Ra is equal to 1 by 2 ohm, Rb is equal to 1 by 3 ohm, and Rc is equal to 1 ohm. So this is equal to 1 by 2 ohm, this is 1 by 3 ohm, and this is 1 ohm. Okay, so we have found out the equivalent star connected network for the delta connected network. Now second question is find delta connected network for the star connected network given. So here the star connected network is given. For this we have to find out the equivalent delta connected network. Okay, so for this we draw one delta connected network outside this star connected network like this. So let this be resistance R1, this is resistance R2 and resistance R3 we have to find out. R1 will be equal to, what is the formula? RA-RB plus RB-RC plus RC-RA whole divided by the front resistance to R1. What is the front resistance to R1? 3 ohm is there. So the formula was RC. So this be RA, this is RB and this is RC. Okay. So when we multiply RA RB, so RA RB will be 1 into 2 plus RB into RC is 2 into 3 plus RC RA means 3 into 1 whole divided by RC. RC is equal to 3 ohm. So we get 11 by 3 ohm. Now R2 is equal to RA-RB plus RB RC plus RC into RA whole divided by the front resistance to R2 is RA, okay, which is equal to 1 ohm. So here the numerator will be same, so we get 11 divided by RA is equal to 1 ohm. So this will be R2 is equal to 11 ohm we will get. Okay. Now R3. R3 is equal to RA-RB plus RB-RC plus RC-RA whole divided by front resistance to R3 is RB. So again the numerator will be same, that is 11, and RB here is 2 ohm. So we get 11 by 2 ohm. So R1 we are getting 11 by 3 ohm. R2 we are getting 11 ohm and R3 we are getting 11 by 2 ohm. Okay, so these are the values for the equivalent delta connected network from the star connected network. Okay, so hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.